Alright, hello. This is going to be a quick video. It's an update video on a video that I had done a month ago for this little legend called Will, who's suffering symptoms that indicate he's has a condition called PANS or PANDAS, an autoimmune condition. Basically, if you haven't seen that video, please check it out now. It'll give a better backstory for it. What I'm doing today is I won't take up too much of your time. I just wanted to update everybody on the progress of how Will's going, how Rhonda and Dave and their family are going, and also just a massive thank you to everybody for the response we got for that video. I wasn't sure how it was going to go. Rhonda and Dave weren't sure how it was going to go. It was somewhat of a last resort. The response to that video was heartwarming, to say the least. The support that Rhonda and Dave were able to feel from a community of people that they're not even directly friends with. The love they felt, the prayers that were sent out. The GoFundMe has now surpassed $4,000, which I didn't think was possible. I wasn't sure what to expect, and neither were they. And it was a massive example of people's generosity and their big hearts. And it's not the money that matters. People obviously aren't able to donate, and people shared it around. They shared the link to the video. There was one guy from the States who said to me that because of the video, his friend's child was having very similar symptoms and the doctors didn't know what to do. He watched the video and talked to them, and they mentioned it to the doctor and the medical team there, and they were able to assess the child with this new information. And the child was diagnosed with PANDAS, and they were able to get help for him. So that in itself was way more than what I expected. Basically, for Will right now and Rhonda and Dave, they were able to convince a doctor to allow them to administer antibiotics. I'm not sure what they're called, but the antibiotics have lowered the level of the symptoms and severity to close to 50%. That doesn't mean that it's going to fix anything, but it does bode well for the fact that due to that, it does look very much like the IVIG treatment that I spoke about in the last video could really have some massive help for them. So there's progress, and then it's sort of like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, but there is progress. And I think the best way I want to sum it up is, first of all, to say thank you to everyone. There was people who auctioned things on Instagram. There was people who emailed Amazon gift cards to Will. There was a dude, Where Will, I think his name is right now, on YouTube. He made a video of finding gold for Will, just for something to do, just for Will to watch. The kindness that's come from this community, I just got shivers, is, like, I'm not joking, is something I never even imagined 2 years ago. I didn't know this existed, and I myself am humbled to be surrounded by people like this who do these kind of things for people that I love and care about. I thank each and every one of you guys. Rhonda and Dave do as well. I've been speaking to Rhonda over the last couple of weeks, and this week she mentioned that it might be good to do an update thank you video to people. She's very overwhelmed by all the support in a good way, but also overwhelmed by what it takes to help manage Will in his current position, even at 50%. They've got a little bit of respite from that, but it's still a very big job, and they're very busy as it is. I asked Rhonda if she had anything to say, and she was talking about how people don't get it. They don't know that he's at such a high risk of relapse if he comes in contact with anybody with a virus similar to the strep. He could bring everything back down again. She said, "Nobody gets it, Jesse. No one except my rock family. Without the love and support we've received, we would be in a very dark place right now." That's saying a lot. She said, "Jesse, I am really lost for words because anything I think of just isn't enough. How do you thank someone who has shared when times are really tough to help save your child's life? Breathing or not, Will's life is being ruined by this. I want it to be profound and words just aren't cutting it. If I could hug everyone, I would. Probably whether they liked it or not. Yeah. Before you put your video up, it really felt like there was no one to care. I couldn't find a reason to smile about anything, and that's never been me. My hope was instantly restored, and I find reason to smile again. Having no hope was so cruel. My rock family have shared theirs with me when I had none left, I guess. Talking about hope. I can't wait for when we get Will better and can share the news and make everyone smile. That basically says it all. They're making headway, but it's very slow. But without your guys' help, it would be, like Rhonda said, a dark place. So thank you. It's still an ongoing process, but we're getting there, and it couldn't have been without you guys. Everyone who shared the video, everyone who just gave kind words, who prayed, who sent love across the ocean to them, who sent good energy, who in whatever manner the prayers make a big difference, and the kindness does. So thank you. I will be keeping you guys updated. I just wanted to say thank you and share that from Rhonda. So thank you guys. I am blessed to be part of this community and call you guys my friends. Thank you.